These are the legends, the three legends of San Diego high school sports. Three coaches with over 112 coaching years of experience, close to 800 wins and 18 championships.
I love you, man!
You discuss high school sports in general in San Diego and football in particular, and you think two things: Morse High School and John Shacklett. He's been doing this since 1971.
We had a good club last year, and these kids have been able to step right in and pick up where they left off from last year. They come back. Yeah. And that's, quite honestly, that's the most enjoyable part about the job, is seeing the kids come back. My problem is I'm getting to an age where I can't remember their names all the time.
One year I had 7 sons of former players on the team. And what it has given, the stability has given me the opportunity to have a relationship with the community that wasn't based on 1 year.
The neat part is when you get letters from kids, you know, and say, well, I didn't appreciate this when I was playing, but now that I'm older, I understand.
Our offense has been good in spots, mediocre at times, and sometimes a little less than that.
When you see those guys come back, then you think, you know, I am making a difference. I do have an impact. They did learn something when they were here.
One of the common denominators for all these coaches is the same as for all of us. Life's changed day to day since the 40s, 50s when some of them started. Now they have drugs, gang violence, teen pregnancies, and like us, they have to deal with them every day.
They used to be, everybody knew what was right and everybody knew what was wrong. We still had people that did wrong things, but they knew it was wrong. Now we're in a great society where I'm not sure sometimes whether a kid knows it's wrong.
You gotta have some big plays now. You're on that side to make a big play.
You have to be a good listener. You can't just turn your back on a kid, because sometimes there's only one opportunity when he's willing to come talk to you about a problem. And if you turn him off, you're dead. He's gone.
No career lasts forever. No amount of wins nor years of service can help a coach avoid the inevitable. Someday it must end. Last year, Bennie Edens learned that lesson the hard way.
I've had the misfortune of having a couple of heart attacks, and this year I had it in the Morse game. I think us getting out to a 10-point lead might have brought it on. I tell Shacklett, it's your fault. I'm at the age now where I've got to realize that I'm going to have to give it up, even though I don't want to give it up. It's my life.
And so it is for the others. Someday, sometime, the games will have to continue without them.
I don't really look back too much, you know, when the season, but you know, you reflect, and there's always kids. There's always stories.
I'll walk away. You know, when I go, I'll go, and be thankful for the nice career I had, and try to go to the next step in my life.
I always come back to Frank Sinatra's song, you know, that I did it my way.
It's been a great life. I've been as my wife says, you've never had to grow up, and that's probably true. I've just been able to be a sophomore all my life.
And celebrate the game. It's an event, fellas. Let's make it happen. Come on.
When you talk about the great names in San Diego high school sports, you usually start with the athletes. Williams, Walton, Trammell, Mickelson, Allen. These are just a few of the names that have come from San Diego schools to become national legends.
You're wrestling his way. He wants to tie up.
But there's another group of names that should be included, another set of champions that have dominated their sport. These are the coaches.
Chris, get Luke, get Luke.
Step in front, step in front.
These elbows have got to be locked.
Come on, we only got an hour, let's go.
As long as you're alive, don't ever give up.
To see a freshman come in and develop year by year, socially, academically, athletically, spiritually. Dave match up on an off guard. That's quite a satisfying feeling.
I'm intense. I'm intense. You would definitely call me type A personality. Locking the elbows out. Lock before. I love coming to practice after school.
You got to go to the front. You unhook and you go to the front.
The energy level of a 14-year-old to an 18-year-old is what keeps me motivated. So you never really feel like you're getting old.
Nice.
Pull it in.
Jerk him on. There you go. Jerk him on. Circle, circle, lift, circle.
But a lot of them have a hard time understanding when, you know, they look at the headlines every day, but they don't understand that, you know, 1 out of every 100 kids that get drafted has a chance to even get to the major league level.
The younger guys will go across the street this afternoon, all right?
I grew up on with the adage that because I am black, that I'm going to have to be twice as good to get half as far. And that may or may not be true, but it's one hell of a motivator. It sure was for me.
The case with Vic Player is this. An African-American coach for over 25 years at a predominantly African-American school. Not that other coaches aren't concerned with this, but more so with him, trying to think not just about victories, but being a role model himself for those students.
I wear a shirt and tie to work every day. I drive a nice car. And I do it not because I'm particularly infatuated with material things, but to let the kids know that you can be educated, you can be articulate, and you can still enjoy the things that society has to offer.
You got to show us some fire here tonight. That's it. We got to see it from the first possession. Let's go. Come on. Hey.
Go, win, 1, 2, 3.
Win. Back out and back in. Pitch it back out, get it back in. Pick up. Come on, Dave.
The only reason he wouldn't call that foul is because you had your elbow under his shoulder. I couldn't get it out, or else I'd just slide it out.
I've always told kids, if you can accomplish your goals in the sport of wrestling, you can accomplish anything in life.
Kids today want to express themselves, and I think in order to be successful in coaching today, you have to allow for some of that expression to be able to come out.
Nice, nice. Keep it right there. Elevate, lift the knee, lift, tight elbows. Tight elbows.
It's like putting together a puzzle, and I'm creating, and I go home at night and I think about, well, what could I do here and here, and it's in the blood.
Every kid going through this program is a winner.
Let's go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
He's a winner for just sticking the sport out and just trying his very, very best.
There's no embarrassment in failure. The only failure really is not to try at all. Why is there a WD-40? Because WD-39 wasn't any good.